Yo, what's good, boxing heads and fight fans around the world? B Marsh Boxing, back at it one more again with another boxing video. So you see the title, man. The odds of moving up two weight classes. Believe you me, man, they don't favor Mikey Garcia, and they don't really favor any boxer. You got to be a special boxer to jump out the gate, jump out the window, move up two weight divisions, and knock an opponent out, or even beat him on points. You know what I mean? You know, look, go look in my playlist. I got a video I did. I don't think it was in chronological order, but it was all fights that have happened, at least all fights with footage, or fighters moving up two weight classes and getting it done, or win, lose, or draw. Whether they won, lost, or drew, what's really good with them, what happened to them, whether they, fights like, even like guys like Kelly Pavlik, when he moved out to fight Bernard Hopkins, or even Bernard Hopkins versus Jermaine Taylor, Shane Mosley versus Oscar De La Hoya, when he moved up from lightweight to go challenge De La Hoya. You know what I mean? That was something special. You check it. And not too many guys get it done. Look, even Roberto Duran, he moved up from lightweight. Sure enough, he did have a fight in between before he fought Ray Leonard at 140. He campaigned at 140 for a little bit, but moved up, and he defeated Ray Leonard at his weight class at 147. You know what I mean? So it's difficult, man. The odds are not in favor of men moving up two weight classes, man. And no matter how much you might like Mikey Garcia, look, man, I've been listening to some people's videos, some people's comments. And sure enough, man, the people who do have a hatred for PBC fighters or guys like Errol Spence or black fighters in general, they giving Mikey Garcia a chance. Now look, if Mikey Garcia can pull off the impossible, more power to him, you know what I mean? But really and truly, I got nothing against Mikey Garcia. I'm just calling it how it is, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be difficult for him to go up and beat Errol Spence, who is a big welterweight. This guy's not no slouch at 147, man. He's one of the bigger guys at 147. I'll read you a quote from Ray Leonard when he was talking about his first fight with Roberto Duran when he lost his title in Montreal. He said, quote, "That son of a bitch hit me so hard, it's difficult to explain. I've said many times, when Duran hit me, I was asking myself, who else is in the ring? Before the fight, I thought I'd overwhelm him. I'll beat him at his own game. He's a smaller man. That's what I thought. But it wasn't true. You can't help but think you have a serious edge because he's the one coming up. You're bigger, you're stronger, and you feel that will work for you, especially on the inside." Ed quote. That was from the great Sugar Ray Robinson, Palmer Park's finest, Landover PG County's finest, arguably and probably the best fighter to ever come out of the Washington, D.C., Maryland area. You know what I mean? It's going to be difficult, man. You know what I'm saying? The odds are not in his favor, you know what I mean? I thought Guillermo Rigondeaux was special enough to beat Lomachenko. Hey, man, I guess it was wishful thinking because at the end of the day, nothing came out of that except Rigondeaux quitting, which was embarrassing in my opinion, embarrassing to his fans, and at the end of the day, that's not what we anticipated. Look, if you go out on your shield, it's all good, you know what I mean? But when you go out quitting, it's not a good look, you know what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao did it. He beat Oscar De La Hoya coming up in weight. Oscar De La Hoya has lost twice to guys coming up in weight from lightweight. You know what I mean? When Shane Mosley came up to 147 and beat him, a close fight, but he still got it done. And Manny Pacquiao obliterated De La Hoya and made him retire on his stool and actually retire from the sport. You know what I mean? So it's going to be difficult for Mikey, man. The odds are not in his favor, man. Jose Napoles versus Carlos Monzon. He tried to do the same, go from 147, go up to 160 to challenge the middleweight lineal champion of the world at the time, Carlos Monzon. Again, he came up short, you know what I mean? I've seen guys like Marlon Starling. He tried to do it too, from 147, jump up all the way to 160. He almost beat the man Michael Nunn. He lost a majority decision. Fight could have gone either way. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he didn't get the nod. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be difficult, man. It's gonna be very difficult. The odds are not in Mikey's favor. Moving up 2 weight classes. Look, man, I'm not saying it's impossible for Mikey Garcia to win the fight. He might even go the distance. It might. You know what I'm saying? Nobody here is a prophet. We might do breakdown and predictions. But if I had to do one, which I'm not, because I don't like the fight to begin with, I think there's better fights for Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence in their respective weight classes. That's why I'm not making a breakdown and prediction, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I will be watching it, you know what I mean? I'll read you some more quotes from the man Ray Leonard. This is probably talking about when he challenged Marvin Hagler. That's another thing. Ray Leonard got it done versus Hagler. He lost to a smaller guy, then he went up and he arguably beat the man Marvin Hagler. I thought Hagler won the fight, but it is what it is. Quote, Garcia will know that he's going to feel a real difference moving up 1 or 2 weight divisions. It's a lot of weight to give away, and that's going to present itself early. Garcia will feel it on the inside, and he'll feel it when he gets hit. Mikey has to move, slip, make his man miss, and not stay inside too long. He can't be a stationary target. You know that you're not the bigger man, but you have to be the smarter man in there. But Garcia, I'll tell you, he's another young man that I've been very impressed with. I'm also impressed with what he's doing, moving up to take on the challenge. Everyone thought I was crazy too. No one thought I could beat Hagler, except myself. End quote. And the man, Ray Leonard, man, I think he's actually giving Mikey Garcia the edge to win this fight. Let me read these quotes. Quote, I give a slight edge to Garcia pending his selection of tactics. It's down to the style he chooses and what he as a smaller man can do in that ring. End quote. I'm probably going to disagree with Ray Leonard on that one, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's not the impossible, man. Errol Spence, arguably, this is probably the best fighter he's ever faced. I think Kell Brook is the best fighter he's faced up to date. Mikey Garcia being the smaller man coming up, but a guy who also has achieved a world title at 140. We'll see if them snack products that, what's that guy? What's that guy, man? What's that dude, man? I forgot dude's name, man. The dude for snack. The dude who be giving out, who had a PED scandal back in the G. If them snack products, man, supplement products can help the man Mikey Garcia bulk up and gain some weight, we shall see. But at the end of the day, I just can't see it, man. I just can't see it, I've seen guys like Stanley Ketchel move up from middleweight. He moved up from middleweight to go and challenge the man Jack Johnson, the heavyweight champion of the world. And it didn't work out in his favor, you know what I mean? He got beat up, you know what I'm saying? George Carpentier, light heavyweight champion, went up to fight guys like Jack Dempsey. Again, he failed, It's not too many guys, man. It's not too many guys who moved up 2 weight classes who can do it, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. And if Mikey Garcia does it, applause to him. I'll salute him. I'll be paying attention to that fight, no question about it. What's up, AP Anthony Purvis in the chat? He says, what up, B Marsh? Been waiting on you to drop something because these other dudes with channels are suspect, man. Hey, I wouldn't doubt it, man. That's why I keep my selection of whom I listen to as far as boxing videos. To only a few and respected few, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking what anybody does out there. Do what you gotta do as far as making your videos. But more times than many, man, a lot of people got agendas, and I'm not with it, you know what I mean? I can't get down with the agenda-driven channels, you know what I mean? I'm not knocking what you do. I don't knock nobody hustle, like Jigga said, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I speak my own mind, you know what I mean? I do my own thing, But we shall see, man. We shall see, Hey, like I said, Marlon Starling tried to do it. He challenged himself. He jumped 154th, from 147, went all the way to 160 to fight the man Michael Nunn, and he came up just a tad bit short. Lost a majority decision. So Mikey Garcia, man, never know, man. Hey, I'd advise anybody out there if you can find some odds on a draw, majority or split decisions, or split draw. Go ahead and do that, man. Put some money down on that, cause I know I will. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna put no major money on it. Them type of odds, you can get some nice money back, even if you put down like $5. You know, but look, man. People made excuses for Antonio Tarver, saying, "Oh, he was fat. He was coming off the Rocky movie. Oh, that's why Bernard Hopkins beat him, and because he was playing that Mason Dixon character in that Rocky movie." The man that has nothing to do with the man, um, with Bernard Hopkins, man. Bernard Hopkins had a job to do and he got it done. You know what I mean? Same way fellas try to make excuses for De La Hoya, saying, "Oh, he hadn't fought at 147 in 7 years." Manny Pacquiao, hey man, Manny Pacquiao handled his business and he retired Oscar De La Hoya, who's a Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? I even seen Juan Manuel Marquez. He called out Floyd Mayweather at the time. Marquez was the number 2 pound for pound fighter on the planet. He called him out. But he got his ass whooped, man. I had Floyd winning every single round, including a knockdown, check left hook, kaboom, put Dinamita on the canvas, you know what I mean? But no shame in Juan Manuel Marquez's game. He challenged the best. Floyd came out of retirement. Floyd was kind of a weight bully in that fight. Even paid Marquez some more money because he ain't make the weight that there was agreed upon in contract. But at the end of the day, if Marquez didn't feel that was fair, he wouldn't have gotten in the ring. If he didn't think he could beat Floyd Mayweather, he would have not gotten in the ring. You know what I mean? So look, Game of Rigondeaux failed, and countless other, countless other great fighters have failed trying to challenge themselves, moving up 2 weight classes. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that's why we have weight divisions. Anthony Purvis in the chat says, "I'm with you. History isn't on his side, and the fight will be interesting until them body shots take a toll." And that's where the strength of Errol Spence's game is, the body shot game. You know what I mean? And I think, Mikey Garcia looked fat at 140. He didn't even look that impressive versus, what's the guy's name? Sergey Limpinus at 140. You know what I mean? He didn't. Sure enough, he dropped him, but he didn't look impressive. I like what he did against Robert Easter, but then again, that's a guy who's at 135, a guy who probably struggles to make weight. But Mikey handled his business, you know what I mean? Errol Spence is a different character from the guy, Robert Easter. Robert Easter was just happy to be a world champion, and that's probably the last we'll probably see him lifting up a belt, you know what I mean? So, Mikey Garcia got nothing to lose. He ain't going to lose his lightweight belt. You know what I'm saying? He's still going to hold his lightweight WBC title even if he loses. You know what I mean? It's a win-win situation for him. But Errol Spence cannot allow this fight to go the distance because there's going to be a lot of ridicule and people going to crucify him for him going the distance with a lightweight. You know what I'm saying? So history is not on the man Mikey Garcia's side, but we shall see. Fix GRR was good, son. How you feeling, man? He's in the chat. He says, "Just getting in here." You just getting in here when I'm probably about to seal the deal on this video, you know what I mean? Basically, man, just to give you the gist of what I was talking about guys moving up 2 weight classes and challenging a man to 2 weight divisions higher. History's not on his side, you know what I mean? As far as Mikey Garcia. A lot of people have tried to do it, and a lot of failed, you know what I mean? Guys like Shane Mosley did it against De La Hoya, Pacquiao versus De La Hoya, Ray Leonard versus Marvin Hagler. Look, I even remember Joshua Clottey. I remember, what's his name, Diego Corrales going from 135 to 147 to challenge Joshua Clottey. And Joshua Clottey was a big 147 pounder. And he treated Chico Corrales, rest in peace. He beat the shit out of him, man. He beat the shit out of him, dog. That wasn't even funny, man. But at the end of the day, I don't think that man Diego Corrales knew what he was doing getting in there with the man Joshua Clottey. Joshua Clottey was fresh off beating guys like Zab Judah. You know what I mean? So like I said, man, it's a wrap. I think for the man Mikey Garcia. I see this fight not going the distance. I see Errol Spence getting it done inside 12. But if he doesn't, it's not going to be a good look. B Marsh Boxing about to seal the deal on this vid. Leave your thoughts and comments. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up, everybody who came through. Big ups to Anthony Purvis. Big ups to Finks GRR. If you're new to the channel, please share and subscribe. And I'm gone. Peace. Straight out Dubai. I'm in Dubai right now. On my way back to the good old United Snakes of America. B Marsh Boxing.